Salut. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? Wow, what does that mean, George? Lyon look for a massive upset versus Bayern Munich coming into the game. That's what it means, okay? That's what it means. Comme ça! Woo! That's what it means. Seriously, though, I can't wait for this game. One day, tomorrow, we'll be doing the watch along. I can't freaking wait. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. We are the people of Lyon. It is a very big privilege to be playing the Bayern and a big club. We have to be very appreciative of the opportunity to be playing this game. So, yes, salute. Thank you very much for showing up on the live show. I very much appreciate all of you. Okay, all right, cool. Nah, seriously. Olympique de Lyon. I'm just getting all the opportunities to get my my French chants out of the way. Lyon, man. According to Moussa Dembele, that's why he's on the screen now. Lyon are gonna want to make a major upset on Bayern Munich. You know, last night I don't know why, but I was so nervous, like we were playing a final versus Lyon. I have a video I recorded of just exactly how I felt last night because I'm nervous, man. I am so nervous, but I'm not at the same time. Like, I'm fine right now, but you know, tonight I'm gonna be nervous too. And I think it's because we're getting so close to something. We're getting so close to that final. I believe we are the best team in Europe. We've beaten Barca. We've beaten the likes of Chelsea. We've beaten Dortmund. We haven't beaten Leipzig. But we are... Why does this thing talk? I never talk to it. But seriously, we are the best team in Europe. This is our trophy to lose. Not because we're holders of it, but because we are the best team in the world. You know, there's people saying, I want PSG to go through today. I want Leipzig to go through today. So we have an easier... I don't care. PSG, I'd rather have Leipzig. No, I'd rather have PSG go through because I feel like Leipzig are just so much harder to beat. Like, we haven't beaten them this season. They have the least losses in the Bundesliga. There's a reason why they could take that game to extra time. I don't want to play Leipzig, so I'd prefer PSG get through because at least I know they'd be a bit more open. They'd probably just expand and try and get Neymar and all these players. And if we can defend well against PSG, defend better, we can probably pack them up, get them back to the tractor league I'm playing. But seriously, Olympique Lyon are going to have to be a big challenge, and they're going to look to be an upset. The thing with Lyon, like I said yesterday, is they aren't going to just not do what they've been doing for the last, few or so knockout games. What they do is they will defend deep, right? They did it against Juve. First leg, they controlled that game. Yeesh, temperature, controlled it. From 0 to 100, they were controlling Juventus. Second leg, I said it. People kept saying Juventus will win. And I'm so good at these predictions. It's probably because I know more about ball. I know ball. And some of you are just, you don't know ball like me. The balls you know are part of the LGBT. Shut up. I need to shut up. But seriously, I'm just saying I know ball. I know I'm a baller. So ballers like me know ball. See, I kept predicting this. I said Leipzig would beat Atletico. And people were like, well, Simeone never lost to anyone. I don't care. And now I'm saying it. Leipzig would beat PSG. They'll be in the Champions League final. Well, imagine if it doesn't happen. Then my ball knowledge just goes absolutely nuts. I don't know. But seriously, though, I think it's muchas importantes for us to really go into this game with the mentality that we need to go into it with. I don't care who we play in a final, in a potential final. I just want to win this trophy. I don't know how much I expressed that thought. You know how important it is for Bayern to win this? We can get these stupid, dumb Farmers League comments out of... It's been a real pain. You know how annoying it is when Bayern win, the title, and I get texts from my own friends saying it was easy again, one horse, Farmers League. I'm tired of hearing it. I don't want to hear Farmers League anymore. I don't want to hear it. And this is our opportunity to shut those things up because, Leipzig are in the semifinal. First other Bundesliga team other than Bayern to be in it since 2013. Very disgraceful. Thanks a lot, Dortmund. You just embarrass us every single year. Leipzig made history. 7 years ago, Dortmund got to a Champions League final, and no team in the Bundesliga ever got to a Champions League semi-final ever again. And it's very, very irritating. It just shows you not just the quality, no, not the quality at all. It shows you just the amount of that stupid mentality that I think many German teams have. It's like they get to the final stage and then they decide to just choke it up. And I don't want that anymore. I'm tired of that. I'm tired. Yeah, I want to win as many trophies as I want Bayern to win every single trophy every single year. But I don't want it to be under the circumstances of bottlers doing what they do best. But seriously, man, we need to approach this Lyon game with the intensity that we had in the Barcelona game. The thing is, if you watch Lyon versus City, the difference was Lyon matched City for ball movement and exploiting their space and leaving tactical things for Pep to figure out. That's how they beat City. But then they also outplayed City when it came to their physical battle. Their three center backs were extremely physical in the game. So I think with that being said, Bayern Munich have to be just as physical. We also have to be just as tactically intense. Alex, thank you so much for the big super chat. This year is ours. I'll be devastated if we don't win. Yeah, you're right. I would cry. Seriously. I think it's just so annoying. I mean, every single year, this is the stage Bayern Munich usually don't get past. 7 years ago, we were in a Champions League final. And we can finally get to it. We can finally be in it. Each year there was a different reason. Real Madrid were just too good. Barcelona were just too good. Atletico, they got lucky. 2017, referees, they were bad. 2018, well, Real Madrid got a lot of lucky decisions. 2019, Niko Kovac. Each year had its own reason. And I think we can't make this year a reason. We can't do this. I'm tired. I don't want to lose. I don't want to. I don't know how hard it is for people. I don't like losing at all. Not just for Bayern, I can take a Bayern loss. I don't like losing in life. I don't like losing at all. I do everything in my power to make sure that if I lose, it turns into a big W for me. I don't like losing. I don't want Bayern to lose at all. I can't stand when we lose because it's just that feeling. You know that feeling you get the day after you took a loss? I still can't stand the fact that we lost 5-1 to Frankfurt. I don't care who our manager was. I don't ever want to watch Bayern lose a single game. I don't. I hate losing so much. I can't stand losing. I think about losing. Oh my goodness. If we lose to Lyon tomorrow. Oh, if we lose to Lyon. Oh my goodness. Please don't. Don't lose to Lyon. I don't care if they're underdogs. This ain't it. We got to be the dog owner. I'm tired of this. Underdogs can do it, man. Nah, we're favorites. Let's go and win this. Let's go win this trophy. You know how important this trophy is? Players will want to come to us willingly. We don't have to convince anyone. We don't have to bring up a PowerPoint PPT presentation to convince players to join us. They'll join us on will. And Will, more than Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? I think it's very, very important. So, well, I mean, everyone's saying we won't, but, this is the exact stage that, we've said we won't for 7 years. So, I'm not going to sit here and be like, we will win 100%, but I'm not going to sit here, and yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to lose. And I'm not saying it from the perspective of being a loser or anything. I'm saying it from the perspective of I don't want to lose. I don't think we should be. So, if you're telling me that I shouldn't lose, I shouldn't believe in losing and have faith. I have faith. I'm just hoping the players don't do what they've done for the last 7 years. These are the exact same players that get to semifinals and capitulate. So we're hoping that doesn't happen, and we can't allow that to happen. So, it's not me saying, I think we'll lose. No, I think we'll win, and I think we'll beat Lyon. I don't want us to lose, though, and it's possible. Have you seen what's happening with all these? This Champions League is just weird, and I don't want to lose at all. I absolutely don't want to lose, and I'm not nervous either. I'm not nervous. but I don't want us to lose because, every single year, we're always like, oh, Bayern Munich could win it. Bayern Munich could win it. Always favorites. And it's just, look, this is the Champions League. And it's not given. It's earned. We can have one off day. And that's just not good enough. So we need to win. And I think, nah, we can't lose. We can't lose. Oh, my God. Oh, man. They're going to go in on me. Oh, my God. I put my neck on the line too. Why do I message these people after we win? Oh my God. They're all going to go in on me. Bayern, don't lose for my sake. Well, those are Lyon's strengths. We talked about them yesterday. Very interesting. They have a lot of strengths. I think with what they have a very good counter-attacking team. The pace up front, right? And people are talking about, we'll easily beat Lyon. No, we won't. I don't think it will be a 5-0 win. I don't think that Lyon will concede 5 goals. Their defense is very hard to break down. City couldn't do it. They had to wait till the 60th minute to even get a shot that was good enough to hit Lyon. And they scored. And Lyon used their counter-attacking threat. They brought Moussa Dembele on. And Lyon as a team are a very good team. They have a very good... If you can compare Lyon's midfield and how they play and the intensity that they go about doing things, just compare it to Leipzig. We haven't beaten Leipzig at all this season, so it's one of those. It is one of those. I'm so close to just muting some people. Why does everyone think, nah, man, get out of here. I'm muting you. Nah, talking about being Bishi. What am I not allowed to just because what you're gonna tell me like I'm stupid because I don't want us to do what we've done for the last 7 years. It takes one little moment. I don't know. I don't want us to lose. I don't want us to lose just as much as anyone. More than probably. I hate losing, and I'm just in that reality where I know what Bayern can do. We can do something stupid, and no, we're not a perfect team. We're not invincible, but we do have a job. We have a task, and it's fine. What am I supposed to come on here and say? Oh, we'll win? Nah, I'm supposed to come on here and say we shouldn't lose too. That's just the name of the game. RB Leipzig to break Bayern hearts in the. Nah. Why would Leipzig be breaking our hearts? We'll beat Leipzig. Nah. I'd rather face PSG in the final than Leipzig. That's my opinion. If we were going to go to a final, I would rather do that. Because here's the thing with Leipzig. The thing with Leipzig is they play the same level of intensity that we do, the exact same, and it's just gonna be interesting. 1-2 to Bayern. Lyon will take the lead, and Lewandowski and Gnabry to score. 2-1. Yeesh, you guys are crazy. Well, tomorrow we'll be doing the watch along, and I'm just gonna be just as nervous as I was for the Barcelona game because it's the Champions League. This is the competition. We love this competition for a reason. It's a special competition. It has something in our hearts that we all love, and I love seeing and watching the Champions League. This thing goes around in circles, doesn't it? I mean, 2010 we beat Lyon, went to the Champions League final. The thing with Bayern that I always never like about us sometimes is the way we lose some games. We don't lose by being crap like Spurs were in a final. We lose by being the better team and doing something stupid. We lose by making an off clearance. It takes that. So if PSG does not play in the final this year, they will not play next year. PSG is unpredictable, but has yet played against a team like Leipzig. I mean, I want Leipzig to win. I do for the Bundesliga, but I don't for Bayern. Because if Leipzig are in the Champions League final and they bring their Red Bull energy towards us, I don't want that. I don't want that. So we definitely need... we drew with Leipzig. The thing is, they have the least losses in the Bundesliga too. So if you look at how Leipzig, they were top by like 5 points, at some point 6, and then they started dropping. It wasn't really because they were losing games. They were just drawing a lot more games than we were. I think we have more losses, maybe 5 or 6 losses, and Leipzig have 3, the least losses in the league. You know how hard it is to only have 3 losses. That means that if they didn't draw maybe like 5 games, they just won their other games, they would be in that equation. I think it's just very important to look at the strengths of each and every single opponent. The title of this is called Lyon Look for Big Upset versus Bayern Munich. How did people take that in a weird different way? It's for me talking about what Lyon could do to us, not what we could do to Lyon. So Lyon are a good team. No, Bayern and Leipzig have the same amount of defeats. Are you kidding me? Well, I look dumb, because if that's true, then I'd be very interested. Why isn't it showing me the Bundesliga table? Well, it is true. Okay, well, that's even crazier, because they have 12 draws. My goodness, only 18 wins? Yeesh. Yeah, I mean, that's why Leipzig lost, because they kept drawing these games. And that's crazy. Yeah, RB Leipzig. They have the same amount of losses as we do. So they're just as hard to beat, except they concede more goals. And that's 5 more goals than we did this entire season. Thing is, we're just a more cohesive unit with a better mentality. And it's just a matter of time until Leipzig just decide to suddenly just get these mentally strong players, and they start winning pokals here and there, and then all of a sudden they're in the Champions League final, and all of a sudden they got their first ever Champions League. Isn't it crazy that Bayern are the one club that can potentially stop this? A club that was built in 2009 to stop them from winning the Champions League after 11 years of existing, pretty much. And then we can stop PSG, oil money ridden club, have been like that for the last 10 or so years. I don't know. We can really save football. I mean, we have this is football heritage. We can really be, I have nothing to say. Absolutely. If I speak, I'll be in very, very big struggle. I seriously, I don't know. It's very interesting, though, how we could be the club. How has it come to this? Why did Real Madrid and Barcelona, as much as we hate them, they got where they are, not because they just threw a bunch of money at their problems. They got here because, I hope Lyon knocked them out. Well, JB's definitely not a Bayern fan, is he? I love the confidence, guys. I do. I wish it was just that easy for us to be confident. And it doesn't matter what we say, and it really just matters what the team does. Because I've been confident every single year that Bayern would win the Champions League. I was just as confident as last. Nah, I wasn't. Well, I still had the amount of confidence, but it really is interesting to I don't know. You get confident every single year. I don't want that. I don't want to lose. Don't jinx it, George. Well, we'll win the Champions League. Okay. Well, if we don't, I jinxed it. It would be funny if Bayern, of course it would be laps, because you're a Chelsea fan. Why wouldn't it be hilarious? Chelsea fans telling me it'd be funny if we win the Champions League or lose it. With all the injuries, it was very difficult. No, that's, no. It takes a real man manager and a solutionist, I believe in solutions. You can't just say it was injuries. No, it wasn't. No. Certain managers can do what certain managers can't do. Klopp, look at that Liverpool team. Is that Liverpool team 1-11 better than Bayern? Maybe only Van Dijk gets in our team, but I wouldn't take Alisson over Neuer. I wouldn't take Alexander-Arnold over Kimmich, a right back, of course. I wouldn't take anyone over Nicolas Jula, because he's the best center back in the world. So you look at that Liverpool team, and you don't need all your players to be 100% fit. I mean, even now, Pavard was injured, yet we still overcame each challenge because of the solutionist that we have as a coach. I love Flick because he's a solutionist. He's not going to just capitulate to problems and start complaining in the media. He'll find solutions for it. Pavard got injured. Instead of Hansi coming out and having a mental breakdown about not having a competent backup right back, he just said, okay, I'll play Kimmich. And he played Kimmich, and Kimmich has, oh my God, this guy, doesn't Kimmich have 2 goals? No. Did he score or assist? No, he didn't assist against Chelsea, did he? Now I'm thinking. No, Odriozola. Yeah. Kimmich has 1 goal, 1 assist. No, 2 assists. No, how many assists did Kimmich get? Nah, I mean this guy. I mean this is what I mean when I say Kimmich is the best right back in the world when he plays there. He just gets like he's just there. Like look at the cross he had for Muller's goal. There. Look at the intelligence to get in front of De Jong. There. He's so smart, man. I love Kimmich. Like Kimmich has to be like, I don't know. Last season Kimmich just I love Kimmich so much, but I think it's just Flick. Flick is such a solutionist. If Lewandowski gets injured, which he did at some point, he brought Zirkzee in, and we still scored 6 goals versus Hoffenheim. Now you wonder if Lewandowski was actually not injured and he played every single game, would we have? I don't know. Would he have had the European top scorer? Are you doing a watch along today? Yeah, we're doing the Bayern versus Leipzig watch along. It's gonna be. Whoa, has that been playing this entire time? Well, on Raw Skills, we're doing the Bayern Munich versus another channel called Raw Skills. Disgusting. Well, we're doing Bayern versus that. Yeah, I think Flick for me has shown me so much that I don't know how this guy just finds solutions for things. I still remember the Gladbach game. This is the game that really made me believe Hansi Flick was our manager. And he was that good. Because in that Gladbach game, Gladbach came up, Marco Rose. Is it Marco Rose? What's his name? Yeah, Rose. Right, the guy I'm talking about. Everyone knows him. Gladbach's manager. He basically came up with a 4-4-2 diamond. Zakaria in the CDM position with Stimdo. Okay, they came with a 4-4-2 diamond. You would think that would have stopped us from building out of the back, but Flick changed so much. He basically put Lewandowski, he made Goretzka be like a striker. It looks so cool. I don't know. Flick just tactically shown me how versatile he could be. And that's what you need sometimes for a manager. You need that. And we lost that game. So it's kind of crazy how I'm praising Hansi Flick for changing it when we lost the game. But he did change it because they were pressing us so efficiently. But then he told Davies and Kimmich, stay out wide, right? Let's try and build up Thiago and Goretzka. Goretzka would go up, push their forward. And he made their midfielders pretty much useless with that 4-4-2 diamond. And I'm sure that's what Man City would have used to play against us. And it's very interesting how Hansi Flick utilized that to its maximum potential. I love that. Need to sign a true center back. What is a true center back? Is there a false center back? Well, I mean, no. I don't think we need to sign another center back as of now, unless Boateng leaves, and then I think we'd still. Well, then we have Tanguy Kausi, then Alaba might leave, and then I don't know. I think what Bayern are looking for is to wait. I'd love an Upamecano. Did you see how well he played against Atletico? I mean, how well he's been playing this entire season. Upamecano fits Hansi Flick's system like a glove to a hand because he just works. The way he plays, the way he interprets the position works. Kausi has a lot of potential. He does, yeah, he does. I love that. I love that. Aaron Hickey. That's another one Bayern are buying. You know, I don't talk about him. I'm not going to talk about him that much because I don't know that much about him. But he's a left back, very good player. He can, pretty much just be. He's going to play for Bayern too. So it's not, it's the same, with signing Sabri Singh. They're not going to be first teamers, but he could get their opportunity with the first team. It's not like he's going to displace Davies or. I don't know. Bayern are doing very good business with the Scottish people. They have Liam Morrison. I think Liam is, 17 now? Liam's going to come through over time. Who's the other Scottish guy we're going to... Barry Hepturn. I don't know that much about. He's a winger. Very fast. Very skillful. You can think of Gareth Bale. Very similar to him. So we hope Barry can come through. Barry Allen. My name is Barry Allen. And I'm the fastest man alive. Well, we need that. We need Barry Allen in the Flash to come up, and just... I think there's a lot of youngsters coming through. But, yeah, Sabri Singh is from New Zealand. I didn't say he wasn't. So we do have a lot of young players coming through. I said buying. I said buying. What's his name? Uh, Jesus Christ. Who's the kid we just bought? I was just talking about him. We were playing with Kimmich and Xabi Alonso as the center backs against Barcelona and Atletico. At one point, Fructo was our UCL goalkeeper. We're playing with. I mean, that's funny. Well, I mean, Kimmich. I rewatched Kimmich versus Dortmund a couple of days ago. This guy turned into Jesus. Oh my goodness, he anchored that defense. Kimmich as a center back. I mean, just versus Dortmund. That's the real. The tackle he made. Oh, I don't know. This guy's just so. This is why I love Kimmich. He's so unusual for his. Like you look at Kimmich and you're like, oh, how can he be a center back? How can he? Well, it's just him. It's just him. Well, who remembers Stock? There's a lot. Look, every single young player won't succeed at Bayern, will they? I think that's the misconception in the situation we go into. Doga, should Bayern play as aggressive with high press from the start against Lyon as against Barcelona? Is it better to start with a different tactic? I think we should. Why change your system? It's Lyon. I'm no disrespect to them, but Man City went into it like, you're Olympic Lyon, we're Man City, we're not that good. Let's park the bus and try and contain you. We're Bayern Munich. We're going to do everything in our power to win, and we want to win. So, what's up? And that's it. That's what needs to happen. That's what I believe Hansi Flick needs to do. I don't think we should be adhering to Lyon's power, because I don't want that. I don't want us being a Pep Guardiola thing where we go and respect them too much. No, we're Bayern Munich. We shouldn't be respecting Lyon that much. Rather have Bayern play PSG than RB Leipzig. Well, on the game today, I think there's a lot of people, I think the majority of people saying PSG easy win. I mean, this is what people did with Atletico. They did it with PSG versus Atalanta. I said Atalanta would make PSG struggle, but PSG would win because they have more pace, and Atlanta's center backs are slow as hell. And you're gonna see just, I don't know. I hope it's interesting. I hope the game's just, it's not gonna be like some 10-0 from PSG. So that's for sure. I think the game will it could even drag out to extra time. So, right. Let's talk about Flick. Flick pretty much said Pavard's back. He's gonna be in the team, not in the starting 11 though, and that makes sense. He'll be on the bench. You know what I like? Pavard's back. How is he back? But Coman can't get himself fit after. He can't even get himself to not get him back in. Come on, man. Suffering from random injuries that I've never heard of. The Achilles, Pallies, I don't know. Coman is starting to invent some new injuries. Thank you, Pavard, because look, that's what I want. I liked what Pavard was doing, even though I was kind of scared he'd just make himself relapse and get a longer injury. Look at that. That's mentality. Injuries are mental, man. They're not that physical. Because Coman gets injured, Cristiano Ronaldo gets injured. Guess who doesn't get? I think Ronaldo gets, but it's the way he takes care of himself. There's no such thing as injury prone. You don't have a strong body. You don't have injuries aren't genetic, but they are mental. Coman just, does he work hard enough when he gets injured? I never see him doing the extra work. Like Nicolas Jula was running, trying to get fit quicker, and he pushed himself to get fit. That's what you have to do. Do you like Coman? I believe it's just his finishing isn't good. Do I like Coman? Well, I like Coman just as much as I like Robert Lewandowski. But do I get frustrated by Coman? Yes. Well, of course I'm going to love Lewandowski more. That was a stupid analogy. Okay, Coman's not my favorite player in the Bayern Munich squad. But I don't hate any player in our squad. I don't know why people hate players. I don't hate anyone. If I don't like a player's style of play, I'll say it, I'll voice my opinion. That's what football's about. I'd like the game played in a different way. If it was up to me, I'd just have Kimmich, Philipp Lahm, Franz Beckenbauer, Ian Robben, Ribéry. That would be my team. Like, I wouldn't have any center backs. Niklas Zille would have to play. if you have to give me two goalkeepers, you know, who's one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time? I'd pick Neuer over any goalkeeper, just because that's how I want the game played. I like football played with your feet. I like intelligence. So Coman isn't my type of player. He's not my. I like my Sane. Sane looks up when he dribbles. That's what I love. I like Gnabry. Gnabry looks up when he dribbles. When he's moving with the ball, he looks up. Coman dribbles with his face on the floor, like he's some depressed guy. I don't like it. Depressed dribbling. Petr Cech, Oliver Kahn, right? These are all players. I wouldn't pick Kahn over Neuer because I just like Neuer's technical elegance. That's just how I am. I guess for me, it's just me, my opinion. I'd rather have players that are intelligent, have brains that are ticking constantly, than I wouldn't go ahead and I wouldn't pick I'd pick a Ronaldinho because he has the skills but also the intelligence. I like Philip Lahm because of that too. I like Davies because he has skills but also intelligence. Notice Davies makes some very good final third decisions. Like there's so many times where I think he's just gonna whack it into the box like Coman would do, but he just cuts it back to the edge of the box, and then I'm like, Muller, where'd you get all the space from? You just blew out of earth, and now you're on the space, man. And I think it's interesting. Thiago is better than Tolisso. Well, that's up to you. I think there's people that, well, actually, yes, of course, Thiago is better than Tolisso, of course. And yeah, I just think that you gotta. I mean, there's people that want players that press. I don't care. I think if you're technical and you have a brain, you'll get by just fine. Like I like my Andrea Pirlo's because technical has a brain. Busquets, technical has a brain. I'm not really into these Goretzka has a brain, technical. People don't like that. People think he's just running around. No, he makes some very smart decisions. No player that just runs around can do what he did to Messi. He made Messi look like Marius Wolf, who plays for Dortmund. It's just interesting. I like that. I enjoy that even more. Should we start Coutinho instead of Perisic? God dang it, using my own logic against me. No, Perisic is actually effective. I mean, you have to have a good mix, don't you? Pogba's an animal. Yeah, that's why I highly like Pogba, even though he's not consistent. When Neuer goes from Bayern, is it better to start Fructo or Nuba? Alexander the Great New Boy. Well, I think he'll be, I don't think you can replace Neuer. This is what we say. You can't replace Oliver Kahn. You can't replace Sepp Maier. Well, eventually, we'll find someone that can do what they did and even revolutionize themselves even more. Is Nuba that guy? Yes, I think he can. Nuba faced more shots in the Schalke team, had a similar save percentage to Neuer, facing a lot more shots. And also, for me, Nubo kept Schalke in a respectable position last season because they should have been relegated, and it was only him that really helped them. Goretzka is better than Casemiro. I can't stand Casemiro. I don't like players like Kante. I'm not a fan. I don't like how they play. I don't like Casemiro. I absolutely can't stand how he plays. That's why people are like, George, what do you think of Casemiro? I don't like him. I don't like how he plays. I'd rather have Sergio Busquets at 33 right now than Casemiro. Casemiro, did you see him versus Man City? You press him once and he goes he's like a remote controller without any batteries. You press it, nothing's happening. And I don't like Casemiro at all. We have too many center backs. Ndidi's an awesome player. I wouldn't buy Ndidi either. I mean, people think I would. I said Ndidi's a good CDM, and I'd love that type of CDM, but not really. It's not practical for me. I'd rather have Kimmich and Thiago in the midfield. Thiago, please stay. I always said Thiago's the best CDM in the world, and people don't understand that. Him and Kimmich have been doing something crazy. I mean, there was a point where I still would prefer Kimmich at right back, but I always said he was world class in any position because of his intelligence. Greetings from Slovenia. All right, now I gotta learn. So, all right, we already spoke French. That was easier than speaking any other language. Yes, fantastico. Right, we already spoke Spanish. I'll guarantee. All right, all right. What language would you guys like me to speak tomorrow? I'd love to speak a new language. Cause I don't know. I just love languages, man. You know, what language? Just name me a language. Oh, is Max Aaron's Bayern quality? He can mold into himself, but he's not a starter for Bayern just yet. I think that's the situation. Today was fun because I love interacting with you guys. I'm not learning Arabic. I'm not gonna do Jamaican. Jamaican Crow. They have a language in Jamaica. Albanian. All right, all right. Polski. All right. Let me write some things down. I'll take a screenshot actually. Portuguese. Okay, cool. All right. Irish. Irish is a language? I thought that was just an ethnicity. Like you're Irish. I'm not doing Arabic, guys. Come on. That's a mad language. That's a whole new alphabet. All right. Austrian. Austria has a language. I thought it was just German. Okay, okay. Spanish. Well, I mean, I can't do Spanish. Hindi. Can't do Hindi either. All right, cool. It's only the European languages like Portuguese that I can do. I can't do the other languages because Portuguese is very similar to Spanish, and Italiano is very similar. Okay, all right. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia san mia and peace. Well, oh yeah, right. Subscribe to Roskills. I can't wait to do this watch along. I hate doing watch alongs of other teams because it's just different for me. Like I don't know. We're gonna be supporting Leipzig, so subscribe to that channel. Luca says hello. Well, say hello to Luca. I can see the comments for all the members. I mean, if you want to join the BayernNow membership, go ahead. Feel free to do so. It helps support the channel, but it's also extremely cool because I can just see the comments much easier. All right. You hurt my feelings. I mean, Arabic does have 2.4 million. You know, that's the thing with Arabic. You know, I don't understand. You know, with English, right? With English, you have the alphabet that you just know. With Arabic, Arabic is like the lettering. Like if they had English words and yeah, it's crazy. All right, cool. I'm out.